Good evening, COVID avoiders. Allow me to quickly set up things and then I will explain what I'm going to do tonight. So last weekend I did some white balance testing using this grey card and my prime focus photography lenses, and I thought the results were a bit warm looking when I used this grey paper. And I read on the internet that if you use a bluish tint in your white balance paper, the colors might turn up a bit too warm. And I think that happened with my testing. So I printed out some grey color, different shades of grey color with my old laser printer, and I sliced off the white borders. So now I think it's time to test a little more and also drink a bit more beer. I will also test this old Olympus OM lens a bit more because I liked it, but I will also try to keep it short tonight because the previous video turned out a bit long. But basically I just need some footage to test my editing on. Alright, let's open up this beer and start testing. This, by the way, is a brand beer, and I think that is also being made in Limburg, just like that Gulpener beer I had last time. There's no rust on the bottle yet. Now let's test this. Now let's move this setup to the blue Kerger lathe. Well, let's start this test with automatic white balance, and of course I need to manually focus, and I'm using focus peaking again, and I'm trying to focus on the beer bottle. Unfortunately there isn't a nice colorful label to focus on, but I'm focusing on the embossed brand name. That's funny. The brand name is brand. So we're shooting ISO 500 at f4, and the shutter time is 1/50 as always. And I think this looks good. Here's a white paper as a reference, and of course here's my hand for some skin tones. I think I'm going to go inside for a cup of tea. Now I'm going to shoot a white balance picture with this white paper, and this is what it looks like after shooting a picture of this white paper. Looks similar. I will probably need to look at the computer screen to see a difference. Alright, next I'm going to try this grey paper, and this is what it looks like. I think the wall doesn't look all that white. Next I'm going to test this paper that I printed myself, and this is the result with this paper I printed. It probably is something like 10%, maybe 15% grey, but what do I know? I'm no expert. Next I'm going to test this other paper that I also printed, and this is the result with this darker piece of paper that I printed. It looks very similar to that grey card I used the last time, maybe a little bit darker. Okay, that's basically all I wanted to try. I will first have to look at the results on the computer before I can make a conclusion. Maybe there will be more testing, I don't know.